close your eyes.
Your body, lead your mind, keep the night, 'cause I'm in the sky.
Welcome everyone to round number 3 here at Germany. Welcome. My name is Roland this year from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. And today we are bringing you round number 3 of the DTM World Championships. We are here at the Sachsenring, getting ready to go racing here. Very excited. 15 minutes left before we get into qualifying. We have a lot of things to talk about here coming into this round. And one thing's for sure that I think all eyes are going to be on is Martin Toth and how fast he's been going throughout this championship. Martin Toth, your championship leader. Really our fastest driver of 2023. One of the fastest now I think we've ever had in CMRSC history. Martin Toth sending shockwaves throughout the paddock as he's been so quick. Last week out, a pole and victory. Week before that at Monza, he was taken out from a contention of winning that race, but he did finish in 4th. Martin Toth looks to get his 2nd race win in a row. Isaac in P2 looks to be a very strong contender for this race win here. Isaac was struggling a little bit earlier with setup, but after getting a little bit of setup tips and help, he has now found himself just 2/10 off of Martin Toth. And if you look at those times right there, he is improving slowly but surely. Can we see a fight for pole position between Martin Toth and Isaac? Don't forget about Kadim Mohammed. Kadim has also been very quick out here, coming into his 3rd race now for CMRSC. The Bayesian driving the Mercedes. Very quick around here. As well as Marlon Young in the Audi. Marlon Young and Martin Webster have been very consistent around here. There you see them together, tested out the limits of what these cars can do around here at the Sachsenring. In P5, there is Dylan Moranti. Dylan Morant, number 2 driver at Valhalla. The number 1 driver being the man in P6, and we'll get to in just a moment. Dylan has been having a little bit of struggles, as you see there, trying to hook this car around the track, as a lot of these guys don't really enjoy the Sachsenring as much. Klaus being the main driver here at Valhalla. There you see Curtis also losing it on the last turn there. Isaac just hopping into the pits there, but there you see, just for a brief moment, he is improving. Taking a look at the chat, shout out to you guys in there. W Production, thank you so much. If you're liking what you're seeing, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. It will help us out a whole ton. Still on the road to 250 subscribers. Can we get it today? I don't know, but it'll be a massive help if we can get there. We're at 243. It'd mean so much. And if you're a driver yourself, you're looking to race with us every Saturdays. We go racing at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get in on the action, if you go to the description right now, you're going to find a Discord link. That is where you're going to get all the information. Getting ready to go racing with us. And if you're just a fan of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, join Club CMRSC by following us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. There we see DeVille Park just teleporting to the pits. Marlon Young, bit of an issue there. There is Martin Toth, Isaac, Kadim, Marlon, Klaus, Curtis, Cole. A couple drivers still yet to join, but that is your top 7. There we see Van Dorn there. Should be very exciting here. Just want to go through the top timing sheets for this week. There we are. So there you see all the drivers who are connected into the server. We still have a couple more to hop in. I'll just get that one for you guys in a moment. So, we do still have a couple drivers like Daniel Williams, who's been such a strong contender. He's been practicing last night, I know, so should be here this week. We do have the likes of Lance Nasir. No Justin Nasir for this week. And all of you fans of Justin Nasir, hopefully you're not too disappointed, as he is currently taking part in the iRacing Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona. And we wish him best of luck. We know currently the 24 Hours of Daytona Virtual for iRacing going on today. And next week, we will have our own version of the 24 Hours of Daytona in Assetto Corsa. Next week, it'll be the first round of the IMSA Assetto Corsa Sports Car Championship. I'm so excited to get that one underway. Our first championship that is going to essentially mimic what they do in real life for the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. And that's going to be going to a whole bunch of tracks in North America. Just to name you a few, we have Daytona, Coda, Sebring, Long Beach, Laguna, Watkins Glen, Most Sport, the only track in Canada that's going to be featured in the calendar, Lime Rock, Road America, VIR, Indy Motor Speedway, and Road Atlanta to round out the year. And just looking back on our screens here, Martin Toth is going very quick here, as he's now purple in the first two sectors. On board with him now, around the final corner. Let's see what Martin Toth's going to do now. Oh, he's actually going to enter the pits. He's not going to improve. Probably lost some time in the last sector. Just give us one moment here. I just want to quickly check the audio, make sure we are good to go. Just give us one moment. Apologies if you hear a bit of an echoing, just for a moment. Just give us one moment here. I just want that one underway. All right, we are good to go for the audio department. Let's get that music back on. So no improvements for anyone yet, except for Kadeem. I do see him quicker in the second sector, but nothing can be done in the first for him yet. Ahead of him, Danny Nasir in the Galaxy Green RDN Racing Aston Martin. Bit of a handful there with the name of that. But if you're just tuning in, filing in to the stream, getting your seat in the grandstands, we welcome you here to Sachsenring. It is the third round of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club DTM World Championships. The second season of it. Of course, we had the DTM Championship last year. But this is now season 2. New regulations, new engines. Faster racing, faster lap times. And so far, the last 2 rounds have been nothing but a banger. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in practice. We see Danny Nasir, Kadeem Mohammed kind of racing with each other here. We got a lot of camera angles to play with for this one. It's not really the best one, actually. It's more of a static camera. We're watching around the track, but you know what? While we are waiting to get this one underway, let's turn it up. Man, I can never get too tired of those engines. There we see. Bringing some of my team in to CMRSC. Welcome. Yep, you guys are free to join. So you guys never met this man in my life. I wonder who that is actually then. But yeah, welcome, welcome. We're always happy to have more drivers join us. And you guys are in at a really perfect time, I'd say. Because you're coming in now at the beginning of the IMSA Settle Course of Sports Series. It's completely optional for you guys to join, for everyone to join here. It's going to be the first championship that's going to be hosting multi-class racing. That I'm very excited about. We're going to have LMDH prototypes and GTEs going around the track. Yes, we did have GT3 before, but this is now GTE. A little different, a little quicker. So very excited for that. Yeah, and you guys are always free to join us. As long as you guys are in the Discord, we will get you all hooked up. And then you're going to be racing just like all of us here. We see Sean Lee now entering into the server. We currently have 14 logged. Should be a couple more to go. So of the likes of Seth Lee, Kirill Chavets, Jaden Harrison, DeVille Park, George Hall, Azad Hassan, Tavar Clark, Lance Nasir, and Daniel Williams still yet to join us. So 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Till it gets underway for another classic round. And this track is gonna definitely test a lot of driver skill. Because something every driver here is suffering with is the tires. They are overheating so much around this track. I even tested it for myself. It's all about tire management. You're going to see a lot of lockups. A lot of drivers probably losing the back end. Maybe pushing a little too much. And that's going to be something everyone's going to have to really take care of. As this track just demands proper tire wear. And you really got to be babying the tires around here, not pushing too much. On board now with Kadeem. Hopefully we can get a good example of that. You just want to be very smooth on the steering wheel. The first couple of turns here at Sachsenring kind of remind me of China, Shanghai International Circuit. You know, where F1 races for the Chinese Grand Prix once upon a time. It really reminds me of that in the first couple of sectors where you really just, the track is open, but it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. The car, you just gotta go slower and slower, turning in more and more and more. But then the track opens up here completely flat out up here. A little bit of lifts you can do. As you see Mike putting in a time of a 1:11.5 now, putting himself up into P6. Kadeem goes quicker there, but this last sector here is all about keeping the momentum alive, keeping the tires alive. And Isaac goes with a 1:10.2. Now logged in at 16. And Kadeem not able to improve there. 30 seconds left as we get to the end of practice here. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream, and 9 of you guys watching live around the world. Tuning in to support your favorite drivers here. Thank you so much for spending your evenings, afternoons, mornings, nights here at Kirby Motor Racing Sim Club. 3, 2, 1, and practice is complete. You see Isaac, he did improve in the first sector, but he is going to take that car into the pits. Toth goes for a little bit of a spin. Quickly gets out the way. Very smart for him to get off the track. As he spun there, Kadeem finding purple in the second sector. But nothing to write home about just yet. As the drivers cross the start-finish line, Toth, the last driver to do so. We're going to stop the music for now, and let's hop into the Discord. Let's talk to the drivers, hear their thoughts going into this one.
Up.
Sector 1 is just...
Mic
This
check.
is going to be a good race for second.
Can I get a mic check?
Sector 1 is just not...
You're good.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good.
Thank you.
I think Isaac might get a race with his pace.
I hope
There's
so.
a chance.
I may have stolen someone's setup. A certain American.
I wonder who.
Yeah, well...
Wonder.
I don't know how much
His name
time's
does not
left.
begin with C.
I don't know how
0
much
seconds.
time is left. Oh yeah, 0 seconds. Yeah, but like I don't know when the server will go over. If you want to try your practice
Just
starts.
whenever everyone's finished their lap.
I already tried it.
Yeah, if you
I
want to
think
test
it's
your
always
starts
set
now.
Got threat with a 30-second grid
Can
penalty.
you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Where do you get these stolen setups from?
Oh no, he's just saying that he got some setup ideas from another driver.
I will never
Call me
steal.
on.
This track is all about.
We had some practice last night.
I'll be right back.
Nearly, not nearly enough.
When it comes to setups, it's definitely all about. I would say the toe and the camber, and the coast settings.
You forgot talent. Oh,
And
you're going to say that
talent
now.
as well, yeah.
Maybe lines too, because I've noticed my fastest lap, like the lines it used are completely different than the one shown in your hot lap video. Yet
Yeah, I
we've almost
forgot
the
to,
exact same time.
I forgot to install the talent part.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm gonna say for qualifying and going into the race as well is pit exit. You got to go all the way down until the dotted line at the end of the straight going into turn 1 when coming out the pits. So you can't cross over the curb, or else that's gonna be a penalty. Other than that, you're free to just cross over into it when it comes to the race, kind of like how Donington worked when you were able to like go over the like kind of green AstroTurf going into 1. So you are free to do that if your car can handle the curb there. But yeah, for pit exit, it just comes down to that. And yeah, make sure to also test your pit in, because it is a little bit weird going uphill and then darting into the left. And yeah, other than that, that should be everything. You already know the rest of the rules. You guys are
Klaus.
free to ask me any questions if you have any.
Klaus, you here?
Yeah.
Can you check your DMs?
Hang on a minute.
That's fine.
So 40 seconds left before we begin official qualifying here. I wish we had the drone camera installed here, but sadly we do not. How's qualifying start? How was Tavara able to get out on track? I'm not too sure, because even I'm not able to drive. No idea. But countdown is going down. 3, 2, 1. Alright, good luck in qualifying. And without further ado, let's get this one underway.
Oh. Sorry about the curse. Juice teleported in front of me.
16 drivers currently logged into the server, but only one man can take pole position. Who is it going to be?
Yeah, I have 300 pings for some reason.
You are blinking like
Yeah, that's just when the server transitioned.
Yeah, hold up. Let me get the track. I have 300 ping. Cool.
Yeah, I have 600 ping. Yeah, just gotta give it a moment. Yeah, my ping's going down. Oh, Dylan, you already left.
Yeah, I'm just joining back.
Alright, cool. Alright. So, qualifying underway. Martin Todd leads us off, and as tradition,
All right.
the first driver out gets the commentary. Here we go, crossing over the start-finish straight to begin this hot lap here. Coming up to turn 1 now, braking down. Getting the car fully rotated here. Let's get those gears while we're at it. Third gear around here. There's someone trying to check if their mic is working. The double left-hander here, very tricky. You want to go wide as much as possible to try to hit the second apex. That's a more important one than the first one. You can't afford to miss it. Here is the very fast left-hander, Kink. Martin Todt is just going to miss the apex, actually. Coming up completely flat out through here. And now going down the hill. Fourth gear turn over here. This is where the tires are really going to be stressed out. And now the final corner uphill. It's very tricky once your tires are completely cooked. You got to be very easy on the throttle. Don't spin it. He's very stable. That's going to be a time of a 1:10.4. What a time from him. Martin Todt is on provisional pole. Marlon Young a 1:11.0. Devar Clark a 1:11.2. Martin Webster 12.9. And the times are slowly going to get faster as the session rolls on. If you're just tuning in now, we welcome you to qualifying. It's round 3 of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club DTM World Championships. And it's actually a very good time for the drivers, as this is the first checkpoint that they're going to be at come the end of this one. We are allowing 2 drop scores after 3 rounds. So, after today's race, we're going to be going into the points, and we're going to be deciding on everyone's worst result from the last 2 rounds, from the last 3 rounds, I should say. And that will be their final scores for the first part of this championship. But enough about that. Just watching the action here, trying to see if anyone's going quicker. Todt this as we catch him now. And looks like he did not have the best of third sectors. Ooh, Kalau's putting himself into P5 with a 12.4. A 12.409. He's now a solid 2 seconds behind the leader's time. His sister teammate. Ooh, is Kadeem loses the back end. He's going to lose 3/10. Just from that alone. Sean Lee currently sitting on the pit exit. Okay, no, he's now in the pits. So, Curtis Gregory now around turn 1 here. Listen to that engine scream as he tries to get as close as possible to this curb here. He goes a little bit wide, has to lift a little bit back on now. The SRT Slush Racing Team, number 275, the all-black Nissan GTR DTM. Look at that thing go. Hits the apex very nicely. Now in car with the American. Looks to be fine now. Klaus jumping up into 4th with a 1:11.2. Lance Desir joining into the server. Getting out the way is Daniel Williams. Puts himself in a P4, 8/10 off of pole position. Martin Webster trying to get out the way for his other competitors here. Curtis now coming up. Puts himself into P7. There we see Cole behind us there in the Honda NSX. Ooh, it's Isaac now. Tunes up the band and puts in a 10.5. He's now a 10th. Just under 2/10 under that pole position time where you want to be. Lance Desir finds himself in the gravel trap there, and Todt is going quicker. Oh, but he goes wide, and I think he's going to retire that one, or retire this lap at least. I do see Lance Desir. I'm not too sure what he's doing. I think he's actually stuck in the gravel. He might have to teleport that one into the pits. Danny Nasir as well finds himself into the wall. Let's watch Kadeem now as he enters the final 2 turns here. And now Kadeem, one corner to go. The Bayesian, what can he do? Is it any improvements? His second sector does not look like it. He's going to put in a 1:11.1. It's not an improvement. Marlon Young in the Audi. Flying here. Who's taking pole position? Lance is here just on pit exit. Letting go of the other drivers, but so far it is Mercedes, Audi, Aston Martin. Breaking up that pattern there. Well, some reward for him. It would have been a Mercedes of Klaus, and then the Audi of Tavar. Ooh, check this out. It's Sean Lee, and he goes P5. It's a 1:11.1. He now puts himself 7/10 off of pole position. Van Dorn now crosses the line, goes P9. I know Sean Lee does have a livery. I think we're going to see that for the race. I think it's just not loading for us in a moment, but we will make sure we can see it. Just by the end of this session here. Oh, but Sean goes for a spin, gets off the track just in time. Tavar finds himself off the track as well. And check this out. Kadeem Mohammed now puts himself 85 thousandths of a second just off of pole position. It is 3 men down for pole. It's Isaac, Kadeem, and Martin. Oh, tough. Rams into the back of Lance Nasir. I don't know if Lance is going a little too slow. It is going uphill, and it's a fast section there, but Toth finds himself wrecking out of that lap. 7 minutes to go here at the Sachsenring. What if we can get this livery actually up before? Try seeing what we can do on our side here. Can we see any improvements from Martin Toth? Webster actually goes quicker. Goes up into P10. Danny Nasir down in at P11. Oh, but Daniel Williams now finds himself up into P4. It's a 1:10.9. Still got a lot of work to do to put down 5/10 in 6 minutes. But I'm sure he can put something together. So just now looking, get this livery updated. Ah, here it is. So 5 minutes to go. Dylan Morant finds himself in the wall, maybe? Actually, no, he's going to restart his game. I wonder if we can get the livery loaded in. One quick moment here. Who's taking pole position now? We see Cole now going quicker. It's a 1:12.0. Good time from him, I'd say, but definitely still improvements in the bag, ready to go. Toth winding it up, getting ready to go for another faster lap. And you see Curtis now coming around the final couple of corners here. Can he put something together? That is the question. Four minutes left to go, and Daniel Williams looks to be going a little quicker in the first sector, but cannot hook it up in the second. The drivers are running out of time to put in that lap. That's going to set themselves up for the race. Kadeem Mohammed takes provisional pole now in the dying stages of this qualifying session. Daniel Williams is actually going to retire that one. He cannot get that time right. Kadeem Mohammed, is he going to take his first pole position? What can Martin Toth or Isaac do? They're both within a 10th. All right, now it's getting insane. Now it's about to go down. Who is taking it home? Isaac does not look quick. They're running out of time. Just gonna quickly leave you guys on BRB just for a second. All right, we are not missing a single moment of this one. Isaac finds himself going a 10th quicker in the second sector. Can he at least hook it up to maybe get a little more time in there? But Martin Toth actually takes back provisional pole. It's a 1:10.3 from him. Nudges out Kadeem. Can Isaac do anything about it? Crosses the line, not just yet. Martin Toth swipes pole from Kadeem. Can Kadeem do anything about it? Coming back. It's coming down to the wire. Just want to check out Sean Lee's livery is not loading in, so we will have to check that out at the end of qualifying session here. Martin Toth finds himself 2/10 quicker. Is this what he needs? Is this it? Can this be the lap that's gonna put himself away from everyone else? No, it's not. Loses himself in the third sector. 2 minutes to go. Isaac has to get out the way in time. Is he gonna come out one more time? A splash and dash of fuel to get out and going. I don't see him coming out just yet. So it's now down to these two. And check out Curtis. We gotta shout him out here. He's up into P4. What a qualifying from him. It is all coming down to the wire. Who's taking it? Who is taking pole? We do not know yet. Martin Toth trying to improve. He's barely off of any sort of improvement. 1:20 to go. Isaac is out on track, by the way. And Kadeem finds himself 3/10 quicker in the second sector, but needs to hook up the first one. Toth and Kadeem. One more lap to go for the both of you. Who's it going to be? They both cross the line now to begin it. Isaac is getting ready to do it. Oh, and Martin Toth actually does find himself improving with a 1:10.1. And he's going to retire that one. It's now down to Kadeem and Isaac. Can they push down Martin Toth? It all comes down to this. On board, Kadeem Mohammed. Can he do it? Can he put that car on pole? So far, it's a Mercedes lockout in the front row. Oh, it's 4/10 off. He goes off the track. It's not enough for him. Isaac, 4/10. No, he's not. Actually, just didn't update. It's all down to Isaac Nilsson. All eyes are on the Swedish Iceman. Can he do it? Can he take pole position? Oh, a little bit of a slide there. He's going to lose a little bit of time. Can he do it?
Good job, Martin.
Klaus already congratulating, but I don't think it's over just yet. Isaac faster in sector 1. Has Klaus smoked a little bit too soon? Isaac is pushing. He's pushing hard. 2 corners to go. He's a little bit off of the second sector, but it's okay. He still needs to hook it up. He's got a quarter left. Can he do it? Can Isaac do it? 1 corner to go.
I can't see a thing.
Isaac! No, he can't. He does get into P2, but it's not enough for pole. Wow. Curtis coming around the final corner now. Any improvements from him? No, there is not. The drivers are in the pits. And that's going to be the end of this one. All right, sweet qualifying there. Congratulations to your top 3, Martin Toth, Isaac Nielsen, and Kadeem Mohammed. You guys are now free to enter the track now to do your practice starts before we get into the race. Make sure to also set up your strategies as well. Remember, this race is a mandatory pit stop. You must change your tires once in this race. But you guys are free right now to hop out on track, test some practice starts, final tests here, now that everyone has done their laps. Now, what a qualifying that was.
I'm genuinely surprised that I even got P4 out of that.
Yeah, that's an amazing qualifying from you as well.
You got P4. The hell? Where'd that come from?
Everyone's surprised. Curtis Gregory.
Second one. Really?
Man.
Curtis Gregory shocking the
Yeah,
I was
paddock.
on Kadeem the lap
improved.
before, so that was probably it. I probably just like subconsciously copied his line and got it.
Probably.
So the drivers now are free to
Yeah,
do
the
their
things I
final
improved
tests.
time a little bit. Still way too far off the pace.
How much fuel?
I don't know.
So we're just gonna head into intermission
Klaus, do you
just
know?
for a second here. I do want to make sure we got
think
Sean Lee's livery.
I have like
Into the server here.
65 to start, and then I will fuel 55, so it's about 120 liters.
Yeah, I need 124 in total in the GTR.
Let's see, Audi. Make
Okay.
sure we have Sean Lee's
Thank you.
livery ready to go. And yes, we do.
Was it 65, 55?
Well, 65, 55.
Yeah, 65, 55. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Can you guys let me know when you guys are on the grid? I'm not in the session right now.
It's a minute left.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, a minute until we're on the grid.
Yeah. All right. We will get on just a moment. You guys are not missing a single thing. We are getting ready to go racing here at Sachsenring. We are currently on intermission right now. Just
I've
last
never pushed so hard,
setups.
man. Oh.
It was a good job. It's good.
Yeah, the top 3 was really close to pole position, all under a 10th. That was amazing. And I'm just gonna.
Oh, at least.
Does the server even have tire wear?
Yeah, it does.
Little. Yeah, but it's little to none in these.
Because
cars.
I barely get any. Is it even
Yeah.
worth changing tires?
I mean, you have to.
Well, yeah, for the pit stop, you
You're
have to
just
change
doing
tires.
it.
Oh, I
Have
mean,
to.
like
If there
when
was
pitting.
never a pit stop, if there was never a mandatory tire change, then the
I'm
tires would go to
thinking
the
of
end.
just adding fuel.
Well, no, you
Yeah,
have
if
to
you-
change the tires.
If you didn't
Aw.
have to change the tires, it would just be fuel saving to get to the end
Yeah.
with a 0 stop.
Okay.
But the tires could make it if there was never a stop.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, now hopping into.
It's
the
gonna be
server
hard
right
for
now.
me
You
because
guys
I
are not
do
missing a
manual
single
pit
thing.
stop. I didn't have time to change it.
You still have time.
Manual pit stop.
Yep.
What even?
Mouse
Gridding
pit stop, I
now.
think is what he's
We're
talking
gridding
Yep.
now.
I'm in now. All right,
Remember to
We're
check
on
your
the
pit
grid
stop.
now.
I'm in. Thank you.
Check your setup.
How much time we got before the race?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Okay, so I can check. Trying to make sure it's still. Come on. Nope, can't go.
How many guys racing today?
We got
15.
15, yeah.
No, 14. I'm 14th.
I'm 13.
Well, there should be 15.
No,
I
you're not.
think. Dylan's just gonna rejoin.
Yeah, Dylan needs to rejoin.
I mean, it's the curse of the Acura. I swear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the grid. And for the third time, the 2023 CMRSC DTM World Championship at the Sachsenring is next. Welcome everyone to the Sachsenring. I am your host, we're holding this here from Crippin Motor Racing Sim Club, welcoming you out to round number 3 of the DTM World Championships. The skies are clear, the weather is perfect for racing. It's a nice evening out, getting ready to go racing. I am very excited for this one. Taking a look at the grid right here, as we have Martin Toth on pole, Isaac Nielsen in P2, Kadeem Mohammed in P3, Curtis Gregory P4, Daniel Williams P5, Marlon Young P6, Sean Lee P7, Mike Van Doren P8, Klaus Clint P9, P10, Tavar Clark P11, Danny Nasir P13, Cole Bradbury P13, Martin Webster P14, Lance Nasir, Dylan Morant is somewhere to be seen now, still has to join in, but we are getting ready to go racing.
Clear to come.
Good luck, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights, and we go racing. Here we go. Martin Todd, a little bit of a wiggle up to the start, and Isaac is already on the pressure. Down into turn 1. There they go. They're side by side. And Isaac just about takes the lead of this one. Yes, he does. Tavar hanging on the outside of Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem, not the best of starts for him. Losing out a lot of positions. Marlon Young finding himself at the P3, but losing it out. Daniel Williams off in the excursion there. A lot of drivers everywhere around the track, but they keep it green flag racing. There they go. Wow, what a battle right here. Kadeem Mohammed losing out a lot of positions as well. Oh, Daniel Williams. Nope, we're still good. But now, back at the front two here. Martin Todd is not done with this battle just yet. It's Isaac and Martin Todd. Here we go. This is going to be a fun one to watch. Both of them are already 2 tenths. No, 3 seconds behind everyone. Oh, big crowd. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Virtual safety car. Virtual safety car is deployed. No overtaking. Leaders, you need to slow down your pace to 100, 100. Pits are closed. Now we do find ourselves. We do find ourselves with an incident in the back.
If person spin off the truck and you pass them when you call it safety car, you're ahead of them.
Yep, you're ahead of them.
Yeah.
You are.
Okay.
Curtis, that was...
Damn, man.
Well, at least this...
So first caution, we do see a multi-car pileup.
So I'm ahead of Sean and whoever the hell collided there.
I don't think it was a collision. It was just no skill.
Leave that to me, man. Jeez.
I'm really having a hard time.
I don't think you're ahead of them. You're 20 seconds.
Fine, that's fine. It's right here.
I'm 20 seconds behind now, but I passed them when they were on the front straight.
How are you 20 seconds behind?
Because everybody drive past me and drove away.
That makes no sense.
Something's wrong with the real time relative, I think.
But our first caution of the day, we do see
Hey, this
a
is
bit
the
of an
first race
incident.
where I don't mind being on cold tires.
Sometimes behind me.
Going green this lap or no?
No, no.
There's one car still quite far behind.
Yep, you'll know when we go. But not this lap. We are not going this lap.
It's a beautiful
Curtis,
car you
how are
have,
we this
Zwa.
far in front?
Daniel,
Luck.
behind me.
We shouldn't be this far up the field.
One to go until we go green. So, first yellow of the day. We didn't see any yellows last week out, so I think it's a nice refresher to the guys who can finally get bunched up again. I don't see Dylan Moranti anywhere here. Sadly, I don't think he did make it in. So, taking a look at the order now, it's a little bit shuffled up. It's Isaac in first, Martin Toth P2, Mike Van Doren finds himself P3, Curtis finds himself P4, staying in P4, it's from where he qualified, P5 Tavar, then we have Klaus, Kadim, Marlon,
Can you speed up a bit?
Martin.
We're a bit behind them now.
Yeah, make sure you guys get a little bit up close. All right, no more weaving, no more weaving. Let's get single file now. And getting ready to go racing again. Isaac, you're under my race direction when we go green. Can start closing into the driver ahead. Of course, not too close. So you guys are making a little bit of an incident with each other. All right, here we go. Drivers all rounding out the last couple of corners. Green flag, green flag. And we go racing. Here we go. Oh, and there we see Curtis trying to get on the inside of Van Doren there, and Van Doren actually goes off. Toth, oh sorry, Toth goes into the lead. Isaac goes off. 3 wide on the front straight. There we go, racing. Oh, bit of an incident there. Van Doren slides in. Ah, there's contact.
Really?
And they get away just in the nick of time there. But a whole shuffle up at the beginning there. Mike was in third. Now he's in last. I think Isaac might have dropped the ball a little too early as well. And he had lost the back end. Oh, man. Finds himself in a P2. But now here comes Curtis, Gregory, Kadim, Muhammad, P4. And there we see the second pack already starting to form up a little bit here. Klaus leading this one. Could be Tavar, actually. There we see Daniel Williams getting ahead of Sean Lee. They're capitalizing on a mistake. Sean losing 2 positions, actually. And now the second pack is getting ready to go racing. All under a second of each other. Martin Toth, a 1:11.3 for him. Here we go. We actually have another pack forming in the back with Cole, Daniel, Marlon Young, and Sean Lee, who's trying to get into that battle as well. Ooh, but a little bit of an incident there. Martin Webster finds himself almost facing the wrong direction. 3 cars go by him, and he's shuffled down to 11th. This pack racing, I just love to watch here. And looks like the first pack up ahead of them has just about left them. Don't have a rear camera for the NSX. But now the drivers start to spread out now. And now we can get some chases going, including Kadim and Curtis Gregory. Curtis up in the podium position. Sean Lee off the track a little bit there. Martin Toth at 10.5 for him. Ooh, check this out. Klaus makes the move on Tavar Clark on the final corner. Tavar now looks to the outside. How much room is he going to get? Down into turn 1, Audi and Mercedes. Now Klaus goes a little deep. Ooh, but shuts the door on Tavar. And now Danny Nasir has a chance for P6. And as we say that, Cole having to defend a big time as Martin Webster comes in for his stop. That's going to be something to remember. If you remember what happened in round 1, he was one of the first guys to pit in that race. And he almost won the thing, finishing in P2. Oh, but check this out, side by side. Curtis and Kadim coming into the fast section. Oh, this is going to be something to watch here. Curtis getting a cut track. He's going to have the file behind him, but for how much longer? Can he get the slipstream? Or is he going to lose out on this battle? Curtis Gregory just losing out that position. I think he's gonna have to settle for P4 as we see Cole running off the track in the Honda NSX. And look at this! Curtis is not done yet! Down the inside! Can he get it stuck? They're side by side now, going into 3. Curtis has the preferred inside line, especially for this corner here. Hugs the curve for dear life. Still side by side. The double left now in favor of Kadim Mohammed. Allows Klaus to now get into this battle. He has front row seats to watch the action unfold in front of him. We have a couple moves in the background being made. Daniel Williams getting ahead of his teammate, Danny Nasir. And Sean Lee now getting the move on Cole Bradbury. Can Curtis get another slipstream off of Kadim Mohammed? He's a little bit further now. Check this out, however. Tavar Clark has now entered himself into this battle, and Daniel Williams is not too far behind, as well as his teammate, Danny Nasir. Sean Lee facing the opposite direction. Don't know what's happened to him there, but we stay green. Sean actually gets his 3rd cut track. Cannot get the car under his belt. Just see Tavar going a little bit deep into that quarter. 34 minutes to go. How much action have we already had so far? Martin Webster.
Green lock up.
Green lock up. Go ahead.
Looks like Lance is here and Martin Webster having a little bit of incident with each other. Sean Lee and
I'm getting an
Cole.
CPU occupancy.
Oh, but check this out. Everywhere we look, we can't get enough of action. And Klaus is now up ahead of this battle here as Curtis finds himself behind the pack. Cannot find a break anywhere we look. Daniel Williams now has 3 cars ahead of him now in a perfect spot. Oh, Daniel on the inside of Curtis Gregory now. Can he get the move done on the curb? Can he get the switch back? Oh, beautiful run! From him there, they're side by side, but that Aston Martin is just gonna have a little bit of speed coming down the front straight. Can Kurt just lunge it down to the turn 1? No, he's gonna have to let that one go for another day. Behind all of them, do we have a camera? Yes, we do. We put the GoPro on the Valhalla car for a reason, and this is one of them. Look at all the guys scattering around behind them, all for position. Oh, Lance this here just getting out the way. That's a little bit scary there. And Van Dorn making the move on Cole. That's for P10 now in the points. Oh, but now I think that battle is really ramping up between Daniel and Tavar. Oh, Tavar actually goes very wide and Daniel goes deep. Is Curtis able to capitalize anywhere? Not just yet. Marlon Young now under Danny Nasir. Danny under pressure now. Can a move be made on the front straight? Nope, he's a little bit too far, but Tavar is closer now to Klaus Klint. As now they are way closer than the last lap. Daniel also putting a bit of pressure on Tavar. Klaus is trying to get out of here as quick as possible. This is your battle for P4. Daniel Williams now has a better run than Tavar Clark. Tavar going a little bit wide there. Kadim gaining his first cut track of the day. If you get over 5 cuts, it's a drive-through penalty for you. When we look in the rearview mirror at the top of your screen, that's Curtis Gregory looking for that position. Ooh, Daniel goes in a little bit deep now. Tavar looks like he's just braking a little bit early on the hood now of Curtis Gregory. A little bit slidey is Daniel Williams. Daniel on the gravel. Curtis is going to have a better run now. Coming into one. Is he going to lick the stamp? Is he going to send it down? No, he's not. Not just yet. But all this holdup is everything going to allow Danny Nasir and Marlon Young to enter into this battle here. Back on the rear camera here, as we see Tavar getting a little bit shaky.
100% occupancy.
And Martin Webster's just not having a good time.
I didn't even see you when you passed me, Lee.
Me either.
Looks like Martin Webster having a little bit of issues on track.
It happened so fast. I didn't even see you.
I just see you went off the track.
Daniel Williams now. Still very close to Tavar. Oh, he runs off the track a little bit more. Cannot get that car under his belt. The Aston Martin's everywhere. And it's helping Curtis.
Miami thought.
Yes, it is. And Martin Todt just... Oh, it's contact! The leader has made contact with a blue flag car!
Blue flag car.
The leader. Martin Todt making contact! That's allowed Isaac Nielsen into this battle!
I gotta retire.
Copy.
Why are you retiring?
I can't see. Gotta retire.
Alright, copy,
I'm impeding drivers.
Yeah, you are all over the place. I think it might be better if you just retire the one, I'm sorry. And Martin Webster, for lag, is gonna have to retire that one into the pits. That's gonna be his day done. This machine, this computer, I will say, cannot handle it. But if we're gonna talk about car terms, I think the engine is just not quick enough. And he's retiring that out, Fernando Alonso style in that old McLaren Honda. Martin Webster, our first retirement out of this one. Tavar has just braked and lost 2 positions. Not too sure why he did that. Hello? Tavar Clark has just let 2 positions go under his belt, and that's now allowed Curtis and Daniel to go through. I'm a little bit confused why. But now we see Isaac has a chance at glory. And we see in the paddock pen that Martin Webster had to retire 100% CPU. This machine just couldn't handle it. Sachsenring is very detailed. It's a very detailed mod here. Just look around this track here. Helicopters in the sky, flags everywhere, trees everywhere. It's very detailed. And unfortunately, we tried helping him with some settings, but just not able to work for him. Ooh, Cole trying to get out the way, just does. And that battle carries on. Up to this battle here, Curtis Gregory is not done. A 1:10.6 against a 1:10.7 for Isaac. A 10th faster than Martin Todt in the last section of the track. But drama fills the air. And thank you, Ollie. Commentary is amazing, by the way. Thank you so much. Action everywhere you look. Isaac, he's losing a little bit of time to Martin Todt. Ooh, goes wide although! No, he spun it! P3, nowhere to be seen. And now that gap is back to where it was originally. A little too much pushing, I will say. We go back to our original battle we've been watching for this race here. Now they're a little bit spread apart now. But Daniel is still under a second of Klaus. And we already have 26 minutes to go. Time flies by very quick when there's so much action on the track. But now the drivers kind of spread apart now. There you see 7th, 6th, 5th, and 4th, all kind of a second between each other. But now 6 seconds after that mistake from Isaac, really punching the air now from what could have been possibly the pass for the lead, controlling this race. Now going to be hoping for a caution to save that one, which is probably going to be kind of unlikely now. And Isaac and Cole actually get cut tracks now. But that doesn't take away from Martin Toth having a beautiful race out here. The only thing hampering it was that incident with Martin Webster. But he leads this one. 6 seconds now. Currently on his 15th lap. And now 6/10 separate Daniel Williams and Klaus Klint. 4/10 now the difference. Checking out the times. It's a 12.4 for Klaus and 11.8 for Daniel Williams. So the drivers still have to make their mandatory pit stop as Klaus goes a little bit deep, allowing Daniel to get on the rear end of Klaus. Now Klaus on the brakes hard. Daniel having to stop on the brakes as well to react to that. Daniel now, can he get any move done? We're looking now, the gap is well under a second. It's 6/10 now, the difference. Klaus actually having a lot more speed going through this fast area. He's able to take it completely flat. Martin Toth, fastest lap, 1:10.3 for him. But looks like Daniel closes it up in the last sector, or the last couple of turns. And the first sector, but the middle sector definitely belongs to Klaus in this battle here. And now Daniel, can he get around the outside? They're side by side for a brief moment.
Kom here, land, center turn one, going down the inside.
Wonder what happened to Tavar. Tavar did find himself in a bit of an incident, but I was way earlier on into this race. He's just falling back a little bit of the competition right now as Curtis has now extended that gap to 2 seconds. But Tavar is still technically in this battle here. He just needs to close that gap up and start putting the pressure down. He might be thinking about strategy as well. Maybe trying to save some fuel. Ooh, Daniel going a little bit wide. Is that a cut for him? Yes, it is. It's a second warning from the race stewards. But, yeah, for him to lose 2 positions earlier in this race as well from braking, I'm not too sure why he did that. Race director didn't say anything. I know our in-game... our in-game race stewards did not direct him to do that, so I guess that might be just something other than on his end. But now Daniel Williams trying another chance at Klaus for P4. This is definitely going to help RDN Racing, and remember, Daniel is still in this championship battle. A good run from Daniel through here is what he needs. He just misses the apex. He's going to lose time now, and you're going to see that Mercedes go further and further away. Goes a little bit wide there, but just holds on. Does not get off track as Klaus. Once again, this is your battle for P4. Daniel Williams putting in heavy pressure on Klaus, but Klaus, the Viking, does not seem to budge. Oh, as we say, that might have been commentator's curse, as he loses the back end. They're now side by side on the front straight. He's on the outside, Klaus on the inside. Can he make a move done? Oh, there's contact as well. But they both keep it straight. That's allowed Curtis to also move up into this battle here. Who is that? Is that Cole off track? Yes, it is. And Cole, our second retirement. out of this race here. Another shame. Klaus going wide. Oh, he misses the apex. Can Daniel just squeeze in? Door to door almost. And this is what Curtis is watching. A great battle here. Might need to refill some popcorn because this one's getting exciting. Side by side, there they go. Klaus runs off track twice, in fact. Allows Daniel to now close up the gap just a little bit more. On the outside, no, he's gonna lose out. And Tokyo Drift Style is gonna allow Curtis to just slide in. Daniel going too much curb as well. Oh, nobody pits. Klaus is gonna pit from this one, as well as Daniel Williams. And Curtis is gonna have some free air now. Now that was very close. Too close to comfort. Oh, drivers get shuffled down. Let's check out the pit stops in the pit race. It's gonna be Klaus and Daniel. Who's gonna come out first? Between these two drivers, Klaus being the first one in, and now he's coming out. As well as Daniel. Sean Lee, no. 5 out of 5 cut tracks. Ah! He slides it. He gets off the racing line. And Sean Lee is not having a good day. He might be retiring out of this one. I don't know. Is he gonna try? He's still trying. We do see Isaac in the pits. Maybe to undercut. Sean Lee gets a drive-through penalty for cutting the track. That is a shame for him. Isaac now on track. Where is Tavar? Tavar's going to get the overtake done. Is Danny going to? No. Danny enters the pits. Marlon Young nowhere to be seen there. Isaac comes out on a clear track. He does have Tavar ahead of him. Just not that far. Top 2 drivers still have to pits as well. But it's the risk of running out as long as possible. Because if they were to caution to come out, the pits are closed. They cannot go into the pits. And with the pack all jumbled up together, you're losing out big time. Van Dorn off the racing surface. Into the gravel. Sachsenring is really biting everyone. Marlon Young getting a second cut track. I think Danny Nasir is well out the pits. Yes, he is, with a brand new set of hand-cooked tires. So Kadeem and Martin Todd, the top 2 drivers, need to pit, as well as Curtis and Tavar. Marlon Young and Lance Nasir still need to pit. Oh! Is there contact? No, there's not. They both separate off the track. Sean Lee teleports to the pits. I think he might be out of this one. He has a lot to come out on track. And Isaac getting the move done on Tavar. Tavar still has to pit, of course. Is there going to be another retirement out for Sean Lee? I'm not too sure. But yeah, Sachsenring proving very difficult for a lot of these guys. It's a real test. Of driver skill around here. So strategies still being played out. Still green flag racing. But one thing to note is that Isaac pit early in this top 3. Can he pull any sort of undercut to get ahead of the top 2 drivers? Marlon Young, yellows? Might have lost it somewhere along the lines there. Does he enter the pits? Not just yet, but someone who is in the pits is Curtis Gregory. He is going to lose P3 and P4, but Marlon Young is actually going to race him out of pit exit. And out the pits, he's actually going to get ahead as well of Klaus. And now we can resume some battling here. Is Marlon pit? No, he's not. Marlon yet to pit in this one. Curtis on the better rubber. Has to get ahead of him as soon as possible. Toth now enters the pits. Your race leader in. Curtis trying to find any sort of move. Klaus now getting his third cut track. But he is flying. Both of them sliding. Marlon and Curtis Gregory. Toth out the pits. He only finds himself P2, but Isaac is 16 seconds off. Ooh. Klaus goes wide there. What can Curtis do now? I don't think he knows that Marlon did pit. Oh, but he goes very wide. Can he get on the power early? Not just yet. Second cut for Martin Toth. And for Lance Desir. Almost contact. Maybe they did touch. But Curtis just hanging on to this battle. Gets it to the inside. Even more contact. And now Klaus trying to get in on this battle. Curtis backs off a little bit, respects it that was his fault. Side by side now. And Klaus is just going to have to back out of that one. Daniel Williams is up in this battle as well. Don't forget about him. (13, 14 minutes to go, and we have another extra lap as soon as it's over. Around the final corner now, Marlon! Is he trying to enter the pits? I don't know. They're side by side now. Klaus, I saw he went off the track as well. Daniel Williams is also going to go. It might be 2 by 2 coming into 1. Klaus getting his 4th cut track. Can we get the over-under from Curtis? Sweet as you like. Can he get it done? They're still side by side. And Marlon's just going to hold on now. But Daniel Williams, someone behind them, did make the move work on Klaus. And Klaus is up onto 4 of the 5 cuts he's allowed to do on track before it's a penalty. Curtis looking to the inside. Can't get it done just yet. Ooh! Almost loses out there. Now it's a 4-car battle for P5. Rhinos, they still have to pit. Daniel Williams getting on the rear. They're side by side. Daniel backs out. Tries to go around the long way. Can he get it done? No, he can't. Here comes Klaus. Klaus on the inside of Daniel Williams. Daniel going wide. Klaus losing the back end just a little bit. Curtis going off the track. He's going to lose 2 positions from running off the racing surface. And now Daniel up into 5th. And Klaus up into P6. And in the pits, Marlon Young dived in as soon as he could. Kadeem Muhammad still yet to pit. But I don't think he's trying to keep that lead, that's for sure. Maybe trying to work on making sure he keeps P2. Because Isaac is 16 seconds ahead. Kadeem now in the pits. So that move now made. Klaus now losing a bit of time to Daniel Williams, but he is quicker through this fast section here. And Isaac does get it done. Very far away. Tavares not anywhere close to that battle there. Klaus gets his 5th cut track. He needs to watch out. One more cut and it's a drive-through penalty. And that P6, hopes of P5, is off the table. And I think Klaus is going to want to back out of this one. Oh, Daniel going off the track there. And it's going to allow Klaus to run around the outside. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a drive-through for him? No, it's not. He slowed down just in time.
I
I
keep
really hope the screen's catching this battle. This is intense.
But Daniel Williams finds himself off the track. Van Dorn now getting his third cut track. So many cuts today. But Daniel just able to hold off sorry, not Tavar, Klaus. Tavar up into P4, still 6 seconds behind Kadim, who's 3 seconds behind of Isaac. Ooh, Klaus running very deep there. This battle very intense, as we're under 10 minutes to go for round 3. Then we take a 2-week break for DTM. We head to IMSA next week for the Daytona 24. Very excited for that one. Daniel Williams now. Still ahead. Now puts himself a second, actually. Away from Curtis Gregory. But Curtis only has the fact that Daniel Williams has about 3 or 4 out of 5 cut tracks. Ooh, we see lap traffic ahead. That's Lance and Nasir coming up now. Will that hamper Daniel Williams at all? We're going to find out. He's not that far ahead. They should catch him this lap. Curtis now. He's going to have to just bide his time here. Oh, but look at that. Lance here actually does let them go before they get into the tight part. Respecting that. Klaus now also gets the blue flag. Going through there. But still now under a second. Now down to 8/10. Kadim Mohammed, fastest lap of this race, a 1:10.3, is now 2.4 behind Isaac. We'll cut to that battle shortly. And it looks like he actually is improving. Maybe we have to cut to that battle right now. That's your battle for P2. Still brewing up. It's not hot, not ready in time. But we are going to visit that battle shortly. But Kadim Mohammed putting in a very fast lap there. Now, Curtis Gregory. Six-tenths the difference now. As the chase is still very much on to the end. But he is running out of time to make a move on Daniel Williams. Curtis is trying everything he can. But that Aston Martin is just very stable on corner exits. Something the Nissan GTR DTM is just not that good at when it comes to corner exit there. As you see, he goes a little bit wide, touches the gravel. And he's going to probably fall under a second maybe. No, he doesn't. Daniel actually goes a little bit slower through the fast section. And they're kind of just trading blows right now. Who goes faster where? Ah, but no! Klaus Klint gets a drive-through. He pushes it too hard. And unless a caution comes out, that might be his race done. Martin Toth gets his third cut track as well. Toth has to be very careful that he doesn't fall under the same thing as his teammate. Tavar into the pits, now coming out. And that's actually Tavar's stop in this race. Now completing, except for Lance Nasir to pits. Which I think Lance Nasir is now in the pits to do so. to a huge blow for Valhalla. Daniel Williams not able to get into the server, getting issues similar to Martin Webster. His teammate Klaus has a drive-through penalty for cutting the track. Kirill Chevet's not here today. And I think Mike Van Dorn is actually retired out of this one. Yes, he has. And there goes Klaus coming in for his drive-through. 5 minutes to go. .6 seconds the gap between Kadeem Mohammed and Isaac Nielsen. The tea is almost ready to be drank. Klaus gets his drive-through taken. And now follows behind of Danny Nasir. See how those two can do. Danny Nasir now up into P7. So, Daniel Williams now still holding on to that P4 for dear life. Oh, but Curtis keeps finding himself off the track. That's the issue. And I think he's now lost almost 2 seconds off that battle. We're going to come back to it because now it's now time to watch this battle unfold between Kadeem Mohammed and Isaac Nielsen. Kadeem has been putting faster lap after faster lap against Isaac. And if you remember last week out, these two had an incident between each other on the last lap of the British Grand Prix. So what's going to happen today? Marlon Young just in the way of all of these guys here. Or he's behind him. Oh, sorry, he's behind both of them. Marlon Young getting his third cut track. Isaac getting his second. 8/10 the difference. Now it's going to get juicy. Kadeem and Isaac. Bit of a rivalry between each other, I must say. The Swedish versus the Bayesian. 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go. There we go. He's in his slipstream, that's for sure. He's just about grabbing it. Turn one now. How close can he get to him? Looks like Isaac is just able to push out. Trying to find out now who is faster where. Oh, Isaac running a little bit wide, but it might look like Kadeem kind of followed him in that line as well. You kind of get tunnel vision when you follow a car ahead of you. That sometimes leads to, if the driver ahead makes a mistake, you just follow him right off the track. I've had many incidents where I've accidentally done that as well, where you're just watching the guy ahead, waiting for a mistake, and once he does make that mistake, you accidentally do what he does while trying to follow him. 5/10 now the difference. Coming to the end of this one here, Kadeem is closer. And Isaac is going to have to start thinking about the defense. Marlon Young getting his fourth cut track. But here we go. He's right under him now. Kadeem Mohammed even closer. 2/10 the difference. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Now Kadeem looking to the inside. Trying to scare Isaac just a little bit. Kadeem getting a little close now. As I go through the tight section here. Can Isaac hold on for just 2 minutes in one lap? This is your battle for P2. Martin Toth completely checked out of the hotel. And is 17 seconds ahead from both of these guys. Kadeem cannot afford to make any mistake. This is where the Mercedes is strong through this final sector here. As he tries to fly through here. 4/10 still the difference. Can he keep it clean? 1:18 to go. Maybe 2-3 laps to go for the German Grand Prix. Still following close behind him now. Always even closer. Does he make a dive onto the inside? Last dive! He does it! Are they caught? Is the contact at all? No, they keep it clean. Can Kadeem hold on? Isaac onto the inside now. Just holds on to that move. Kadeem sending the lunge. He's running out of time. Lance is here just ahead of these two guys here. Is that going to affect anything? Nope, Lance does get out the way. 33 seconds to go. Klaus brings out yellows for him. You see the other two drivers here as he just gets back on track, seeing his two fellow competitors go by. And that's the battle we're watching for P2 as well. He's running out of time, Kadeem Mohammed. Kadeem now might have to think about that lunge again, but this time he has to stick it. That looks to be the best place to get this one done. He needs a good exit out of here. But now we have confirmation that the leader has 2 laps to go. Kadeem now on the inside. Looks like a bit of a batter dodge. No, it's not. It's contact. Desperation lunge there for Kadeem. And he's going to lose a lot of time for that. He sent it. And he sent it a little too hard. Is that battle over with? It's contact between two drivers and Isaac now. Is going to be a little more happy that that one did not lead to him losing a position. Check this out. Daniel Williams losing out to Tavar Clark? Yes, it is. Don't know how that happened. And Martin Toth is now going to enter the final lap of this race. Absolute domination from that young man. But can Kadeem Mohammed catch up in time? He's 1 lap to go and 8/10 the difference. That turn 1 lunge is not an option for him anymore. Yep, it's not. What do you do now? Do you still go for the lunge? Do you save it and go for a move somewhere around this track? I know Kadeem does not want to give up on this battle whatsoever. Still your battle for P2. The gap is now 5/10. Isaac going a little bit wide. And this battle is still very much on. 4/10 now. He's going to need the slipstream down the back straight. I think that's going to be his best call. Three tenths now, the difference now 2/10. Can Kadeem do it? Can Kadeem Mohammed do it? But before we cut to that, we have to say Martin Toth wins it at the German Grand Prix, and that's 2 in a row for him, extending that points lead. Kadeem Mohammed now has 1 corner to go. He's on the outside. It's contact from him. Oh, he's in the wall. And I don't know, the race stewards might look at that one. That'll be under investigation. But it's Isaac who just gets ahead of him, but unofficially. There was a bit of contact in there. I don't know. Kadeem now showing.
Stop running into me, Kadeem.
All right, let's keep it clear.
You're
now.
literally swerving.
Guys, let's keep it clear. We'll talk about it after the stream here. We'll talk about it at the end of the stream here. But there you see tempers flying there. The rivalry between Isaac Nielsen and Kadeem Mohammed ramps up once again, but this time it's Isaac.
Push, man. All right, never mind. I finished. Yeah, thank you. Yo, I guess it is, bro. I guess that.
Devar running out of fuel at the end there, and Marlon allowing the push. But it's Martin Toth winning it. All right, wonderful race there. Your unofficial results: in first place, Martin Toth; in second, Isaac Nielsen; and in third, Kadeem Mohammed. We'll start with you, Kadeem, coming at to the last stages of that race there. You and Isaac had a great battle. How was that one for you? And then we'll talk about that little incident just before the last corner there. But overall, how was that race for you?
The start was funny. I tried to avoid a lot of collisions, but I ended up losing like 7 positions in the beginning. But luckily for the safety car, I was able to get back up. I was looking to overcut Isaac on the pit stop, but I ran off. So it hurt my time a little, so I come up behind him instead of in front of him. So that was that.
Yeah, and then I think everyone wants to know your perspective, at least, from that incident at the end there. We saw you on the outside, and then there was contact. How did it look like from your perspective?
To me, it was just swerving. He just swerved into me. That's how it looked for me. I don't know how it looked elsewhere, but that's how it looked for me.
Right. Well, it is under investigation, just to make sure. Because we do have access to a couple more cameras there. But if it's not, and you stay P3, that's still a very strong effort for you. And that's going to be your personal best here at CMRSC. So congratulations on that 3rd place.
Thank you.
Up into P2 now, Isaac. I don't know what Dylan gave you, but that setup just worked for you. P2, of course, again, your point of view on that incident, we'll talk about a little later, but how was that race for you?
Oh, best race I've had in a while. Honestly, yesterday I was expecting to maybe finish at most P5, but of course I did a bit of stealing from Dylan, and that just works for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you had a lot of good battles. Of course, we did see you and Martin Toth at one point together, but you just lost the back end. Was that down to maybe the tires overheating by any chance?
Nah, I just went onto the throttle too early.
Gotcha.
My fault.
Well, let's talk about that incident at the end there with 2 corners to go, or last corner to go. I just want to know your perspective of what just went down there.
I don't know, I couldn't see much, but for me I was going straight.
Right.
I'm watching the replay right now.
Alright, well, we'll discuss the replay after the stream. But, again, under investigation, but if it stays where it is, that's a great P2 for you, and that's a really good finish. Especially good points in here for this championship battle there. So, yeah, congratulations. And in P1, 2 in a row for you, Martin Toth. What a race. You do not have a mic, but you did say something in chat. Let me just get to that.
Congrats, Martin.
So, one of the best races. Fast pace. Isaac was also super fast, but the fights there were perfect. Thank you, Klaus. I could be in that racing team. Of course. Yeah, Martin Todd, you had an amazing race here. Completely dominated that thing. I know you had contact with Martin Webster, who had a bit of issues with the CPU, but it didn't hamper anything at all. And you take home the race win. So congratulations there, Martin Toth. That was a really good one from you. And that is going to do it for us here today. Everyone in the Discord, stay tuned as we are going to get the wheel spins underway to get going for the for IMSA, so we can decide your cars. I'm going to go over a lot more detail for that. Then after that, we'll just peep through the replays after. And yeah, other than that, of course, drivers here, thank you guys so much for racing with us this week. And to everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in to another fantastic race. And we'll see you next week for IMSA. Of course, we go to Interlagos in 2 weeks to continue this championship for round number 4. But as for now, signing out from Germany. What a race that was from the German Grand Prix at Sachsenring. We find ourselves with a huge championship lead. Martin Toth has absolutely sent it, and he's out of there for this championship. So, Isaac into P2, Kadim into P3 once again. Really gotta watch for that incident there. You're gonna know the final results for the points. Go ahead and follow us on our social media pages. Links in the description down below. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. That's where you're going to get all the latest information. Basser here for us today. We're going to take a 2-week break off of DTM. And we're going to head on to the first round of IMSA. It's going to be the 24-hour of Daytona. I am very excited for that one. We're going to see some prototype racing, LMDH. Oh, man. That's going to be a good one. But as for us here today, thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Helps us out a lot. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, signing out. Have a good rest of the day wherever you are around the world.
Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.